In some of them, we have 2, and none of them, however, have 5 dots on them. Oh, wait a minute. No, one does. Housing. Okay? So that's the only one that has.
This is a huge category.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot related to that. So, I'm going to go ahead and read through these, kind of show you, outline where looks like the energy is. But a couple of things. First of all, as you reflect on your discussion earlier this morning, that it is a group decision-making process, right? And so it's important to kind of find out where the majority is landing on some of these priorities. The other thing is these are marching orders for Mike and his staff. And so at the end of the day, I hope that you all remember, okay, this is what we did when we're giving direction, direction that's contrary to this. Let's have a discussion about that and understanding that Mike just can't take marching orders from one of you or just because another issue has come up. So, but with that, so we'll start with the new quality of life key performance area, and there are actually 3 goals here that have 3. So when I say that they're a priority, it's 3 or more of you have placed a dot on that. So property code enforcement. So beef up property and code enforcement. Help fund the Salina baseball enterprise, and continue the commitment to the river revitalization. And actually, I think if I pair that with something that's down there, I bet we have more than 5, right? So that's a pretty big project, right? So continue work on that, all right? In economic development, the focus here, and it is because I asked for permission to put all of the housing issues together. And so that, I think, has the most, is a priority for all of you. And for somebody, there was a recognition that, yeah, we've got to start addressing it now, but this is a long-term issue.
So are the 4 dots on the one post-it note specific to that post-it?
That's a great question. So it is to develop an RFP for workforce housing in the Centennial Park ground owned by the city. And I would have to say, anybody who put a dot on this, was it specific to that, or was it generally the housing issue?
Housing issue.
Okay, good question, yep. Okay. Then also bring all of the entities involved in economic development together and have a discussion regarding what they do and how you can come together to bring more businesses to town. Okay, so there's 2 in economic development. In the financial key performance area, there's a sense that we need to have more regular financial reporting. So have a better understanding of where you are on a routine basis. Actually, I will put this up here. This is reliable financial trending. I think also is related to that. That is the only one that had 3 or more in finances. In the municipal organization, there are actually 3 goals. Have formal education for commissioners on parliamentary procedures, municipal finance, CPI, decision making, and public speaking. Kudos to all of you for saying, hey, that's important. So this had 3, and this was the study session issue, and so you might consider saying it has 4, because this was everything from recording the study sessions to getting the information out earlier to considering whether you should have study sessions one week and business sessions the following week. So you might consider combining all of those kind of in how we do our work. And then on municipal organization, work towards moving employees to a true living wage. I'm going to applaud you all on that. You talked about your staff being so important and critical and one of the strengths of the organization, so kudos to you on that. And then lastly, over here on infrastructure, the focus is really on the Parks Master Plan and implementation of the Parks Master Plan. So really those are some, I would say some pretty big goals. most of which are gonna take some time, like nothing's gonna happen tomorrow, which we talked about, right? But I don't know, is there any reflection on what I've just read out in terms of, so implement the Parks Master Plan, work with the baseball enterprises, enhance property management, property maintenance, enforcement, code enforcement. Continue the river revitalization project. Look at housing, come together with our community partners in terms of doing more economic development, provide more financial information more often, consider how we do our business, and so that's the work session. And we work towards living wage. I think that's a good list, actually, as I said it
And
out loud like that.
only one of
Yeah.
those costs a lot of money. I mean, most of these are the way we function.
Uh-huh.
The only one that's gonna actually have a lot of zeros is the baseball one. But the others are,
Parks Master.
yeah, I
Parks
mean,
Master
well, right, or maybe I should say new money. Right, okay, right.
And maybe, I don't know how your staff is paid. That could, I mean, that could be a,
Yeah,
that could be a significant implication.
Yep.
Yeah. Other kind of reflections or comments? Anything that didn't rise to the level of support from at least a majority of you that's surprising? Mike, what about from your perspective?
It's helpful. I don't know what I expected entirely, but the disbursement of priorities I don't know that I could have articulated it on the front end, but it doesn't come as a surprise on the back end.
It means we're a true representative of all 47,000 citizens.
And that's part of staff's role on a day-to-day basis, is trying to give you the options and get some direction from you, but from staff's perspective, and that's why I keep talking about priorities and goal setting and big picture and getting direction from the governing body as a whole, because we have these disparate conversations, but it's hard to discern whether it represents the will of the governing body.
You feel like you have more of a sense of the will of the governing body at this point?
Sure, well, yeah, the
Yeah.
goals in particular, the things that, there is some consensus on, we can certainly get started on that.
Kinda glad you hired Jacob then.
Yeah.
And so, Mike, where does this go from here? I mean, obviously I won't provide a report, for you, but is this something that you anticipate being officially adopted by the commission?
Yeah, we'll formally adopt it, and then I'll sit down with staff and go over it and say, okay, here's what the focus is, and we'll start brainstorming how to implement those items. And when I said implement them, how to staff through them. Some of
Right.
those will be coming back to you of, here's what we heard, and here's what we've identified for options, and try to facilitate that conversation.
Or maybe what the process is to even get to that point, right? Some of it's gonna be process related, not immediately project related. Okay, just one last thing. I just would like, if you would all humor me for a minute and humor your colleagues, but just to, and I'm gonna come over here and open my computer again, but just one last go around of everybody, and if you could kind of, reflect on today and, what it means for you as a governing body in your community and kind of going forward.
I'll jump in. I really appreciate the opportunity to have a fresh start in terms of Patty being here and getting a different perspective from what we've done in the past. I also love the fact that Patty, you framed it more in a matter of a proactive way, so that we can see what's important to our fellow governing body members, and they were able to articulate that. And even though some of the things didn't get a lot of dots, I think a lot of them are still very worthy. I mean, obviously we are establishing a direction for Mike, but I appreciate being able to see what's on your mind, and there's a lot of really good thoughts out there. So thank you for for helping us through that.
Oh, my pleasure, thank you.
I kind of like the idea of all of us being able to sit down together, because like I said, there's times, you know, we can't have three people talking at the
Right.
same time. This way here, we can at least be in a setting where, you know, all the three or more of us can talk, and I think we've hopefully worked out some problems that we've had, and hopefully, you know, the rest of this year is gonna be a good year for us.
Yeah, I too, I appreciate the informality and the extendedness of the session, because, and there's just a lot of things that come out of the cracks when you can just be together for a length of time.
Just the process of having to create vision statements. I think I've had to create any since I've been on the commission. I've always taken the previous ones, well, and it's not bad to keep using it, but when you look at what actually goes into creating this, then it's a lot easier to say, okay, what I'm getting ready to vote on today is this following along what we've decided is the path we want to take. I'm just curious if we would put the dots in the same place that we've done this at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Or tomorrow.
Or tomorrow,
Right, yeah.
No,
Or even on Monday, kind of.
I think these were very thought out dot applications.
I know it was I know it was done fairly quickly, this last part of the day, but I just from an outsider looking in, I think that the time spent this morning was well spent, so I hope that you appreciated that as well, so.
Yeah, I think this shows there's a lot of commonality, but yet there's a lot of variance and, you know, differences among our group. But I think we found out that as a group, we still want to do what's best for the community. I think that came out right away this morning, and it doesn't mean we always have the same way to get to where we want to be. But hopefully this helps staff know where we want to go. And I think we need to obviously continue to do this on an annual basis, as things can change. You know, this may not look the same last year as it does today. So I look forward to doing this again next year. But,
And we might in 6 months want to have a shorter version, just to see, are we still on the track that we thought we were on 6 months ago?
well, and I think we talked about it earlier today when I was looking up here, and it wasn't mine, but I appreciated about educating the commission. You know, there's really, everybody jumps in, and we jumped in with both feet, because we had a lot going on at the beginning of this year, and there's not a lot of training goes on, and maybe not exactly knowing what the expectations of each other should be. So, and I think the financial reports, every board I've been on, we get a monthly financial report, and as a commission, we really weren't doing that. So I think it'd be important if we get some updated numbers, see where trends are, and so on and so forth on a regular basis.
Well, great. Thank you so much for your time today and full engagement. I really appreciate that. I've enjoyed my time with Salina. Enjoyed dinner last night and seeing all the activity downtown. And I will hope to have Mike a draft summary